Good night, old trailer. Hope to get you back tomorrow. So I have an electric angle grinder. I kind of put a little notch in there this morning, but they didn't like that. I don't blame them, but they said get out of here. So we're gonna see if that'll be popped off. It's gonna be okay. But Tracy's here. That's his phone number. If you're ever by Savannah, Georgia, or north or south of it by a little bit.
The bottom of that seal area is
just messed up.
It's messed up.
Yeah, I think I would rather have you do it because you see him a lot. I've never seen that in my life. I had one question. Is there a way to maintain these or grease them from the outside, or I got to pull caps? Or get the infrared jet every time so it doesn't happen again?
Running grease or oil?
It's grease. There's a fitting behind it, but I don't think that's for the actual hub, right? For
Probably
greasing? No, there's no way to get it in there. You just got to pull the caps and
got to pull the cap
inspections. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, something. I just want to know so I don't do it again. But the bearings just go out over time?
No.
No? You just got to
It's a maintenance thing.
It's a maintenance thing. Keep grease and yeah.
I mean, the grease will kind of rise up.
Okay. It dissipates over time.
It basically dries up and gets kind of hard.
Okay.
It won't flow the way it's supposed to.
So pull the whole thing off, re-grease the whole thing then?
What you do is just pull that cap off of there and then pull your whole assembly off.
Yeah.
Hub included.
Yeah.
Repack your bearings, put a new seal in it.
Okay.
And I would say, every 40, 50,000.
Do the bearings go bad? Because I'm gonna replace them all of these things.
They will go bad, but what causes them normally to go bad is not being checked.
Not being checked.
And it's not necessarily because of lubrication, it's because they run loose.
Okay.
And once they start to run loose, they get sloppy and they start hammering. And then we got that, and then the grease drying up. So you got lack of lubrication, they're spinning, and then eventually they just grenade.
So pull those dang caps, check that way first, and then repack them every 2 years, probably every year.
Well, I don't know how many miles you put on a year.
About that. 80 to 90,000
A year?
Yeah.
I would honestly do it more than that.
Okay. I'd want to do it.
Grease is cheap and
It's pretty cheaper than this.
Yeah, because if the bearings are still good, stack and put them back together. The only thing you got to do is change the seal.
Yeah.
Never reuse the seal.
Exactly.
Okay. So, you pull them off, you pull your bearings out, clean them up really good, inspect them, look for pits. Make sure the chrome isn't flaking off on the rollers.
Okay.
Because it's hard chrome.
Okay.
So just take a really good look at that. Okay. And then you back them, put it back together with a new seal in it. Make sure you got a good seal. Right at the border there, I was having too much wear.
Okay. Is that line right there?
This line is where the bearing stops.
Okay.
Okay. Inside the hub. So that's showing you, where it is. If you feel that,
Yeah.
feel the bottom.
The line.
Okay, that's telling me they were running loose.
Okay. So they were just.
So they spin.
Okay. So like spun a bearing inside a crankcase, inside of a rod.
Basically,
Okay.
yeah, same type of situation. So when you preload them, I mean, the bearings slide on, so they're not like
Super pressed on, yeah.
super tight or anything.
But
like
they have
that.
a good tolerance.
But when you preload your hub and everything, they really don't spin very much. They move, like when you're scrubbing around a corner.
That's what I thought, because this tire takes the most abuse because I always turn left when I scrub it, when I turn around.
And that's okay.
Okay.
As long as the preload is good. Okay. So what happens is they don't get checked like anything else. They'll wear a little bit. As they wear, then they start moving. Okay. And they'll back and forth a little bit. That's kind of what's happening. Is it pushes material.
Okay.
And then
that starts getting inside the bearing, and then
well, what happens is they get looser and looser and looser. Okay. And then the other thing that happens is because they're flopping around a little bit, it'll eat the seal up. It messes the seal up. The seal starts leaking. And then so you're leaking oil or grease, and then the fact that the grease is getting old, so it just kind of sits there. It doesn't do anything. Like I said, it doesn't flow.
Okay.
Because these really don't get hot
unless they're spinning in.
Well, I mean,
running out of grease. Yeah.
Right. I mean, if you take one of those laser.
That's what I was thinking. Infrared pointer.
You
Yeah.
take one of those. I mean, 120 is
Which highest?
up. That's warm.
Okay.
You know, and you feel them. You know, and it's really not hot. People say, oh yeah, it's gonna get hot. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, if everything's working correctly,
It should be just smooth.
yeah. If you're at 150, 160, something's wrong.
Yeah. All right. That's good. I almost had my trailer go in flames, so my mind's like, how do I prevent this?
Yeah, well, it's maintenance.
Maintenance. Because though you do a DOT inspection or you grease your trailer, but that's not anything to do with these. These are a whole different ballgame. So,
Yeah, this is something that you do. You know, you see on your daily,
pre-trip.
on your pre-trip. You know, and that's the problem is because you
You
got
don't
to
pull
get
your
down,
cat.
you got to look, you know, everything else. You're going to see, you should see oil or grease on the inside of that
And
tire.
that's what I didn't see.
You didn't see
Nothing.
anything?
The whole back seal, because I have a video of it, it was just the same as that one. Nothing dry.
Okay. Then what's happened then is just the grease is just hardened up on
Hard
it.
enough. So old over time.
It's old over time.
Okay. So I'm
Like I
gonna
said, so all these synthetic greases, you know, once they've been sitting for a long time, they'll get hard. I mean, it'll get like where you can push on it, touch it, and it don't even stick to your finger.
Wow.
You know.
So it's just bad all around.
Right.
All right. So repack them all at least once a year or more.
I would say, you know, 50, 60,000. It can't hurt.
Yep. Can't hurt to have brand new grease in there.
You know, can't hurt.
Awesome. All right. Well, that guy's getting cut off. She is cut off. There she is. Awesome. So what was your background? How did you get into spindle repair? Were you always a fabricator?
Doing repair work and welding, and then I got into manufacturing.
Okay.
After that, I just kind of fell into it.
Yeah. Were you always a welder? Or you just kind of always...
Well, I've been welding since 85.
Okay. You mastered it. Pretty awesome. I did a little bit of tiny TIG welding stuff, but nothing like this. That's awesome. And then how long you been living out here?
I moved down here in 13.
Oh, okay. From up north or from where?
Yeah, Connecticut.
Connecticut, okay. Well, that's a lot. It's pretty out here. I love Thai B out there. I go to the beach every now and then. Thank you for getting it done. He is an awesome guy. So, been welding since '85. If you do need him out here, I don't know if he'll be as quick as he was here, but maybe he had a canceled appointment. But he was here next morning, so that's him. Tracy's his name. He's very on top of it. You text him, he texts you right back. So it's awesome. And Loves, thank you so much for letting me use your bay and get my trailer repaired in it. So I get it out of your way as soon as I can. Good meeting you today, Cisco. He was just talking to me. He's heading up to North Holland, coming out of Florida like I was. But come to think about it, while this Carolina Blue Pete turns around, this hub that went out, when I had my Volvo still and I was pulling this trailer when I first bought it, the only problem I ever had with it majorly was a brake chamber go out. And it was, it got to the point where it was leaking. I didn't notice the leak. But one of the shippers I was at in Jefferson, Georgia, I remember right by the QT, it locked up on me. And then I did hear the leak at that point. It got so bad. I guess we know him. Carolina Blue, I love it. Sheridan Logistics. So yeah, that was the same exact side of that front axle that had that brake chamber lock up, which means, and also that drum looked pretty bad. Like it was heating up before. So maybe it got heated up when that brake chamber was going, and that kind of got the grease drier. So that's me speculating. So, but hearing what he said, what Tracy had to say, that's great knowledge. I'm gonna put the whole truck in. I'm gonna get the truck done, get all the axles on the truck done, and the trailer when I go to the truck show, Super Rigs, on June 9th. So we'll drop the truck off before we head out there, because I'll be gone back-to-back truck show and then a little vacation with T-Dub. So he's in there. He's already got it welded. You saw that little clip of looks like the spindles come pretty long in case you like had a major fire and it really melted in. So he's gonna probably have to cut that down and get to the right size. But he's doing all of his measurements. Super precise guy. Love it. You love that kind of work. But nice meeting you, Cisco, and you in the Carolina Blue Pete. That thing's sweet, man. Roll easy, and hopefully I'm out there with you soon.
That you're not gonna be able to use that now,
Okay.
fortunately.
But what is that?
That's the air system, the inflator system. You have to cut it off to this axle.
Okay.
It's just what it does. It just
Inflates the tires, yeah.
yeah. Just
So that hub was specifically made for the air system?
that end was
The end.
that's a replaceable part.
Okay. But we don't have those in stock?
I don't.
We don't have them. Okay. So,
It's a Meritor part.
okay.
So what you can do is, down the road or whatever, all you got to do is just shut that off.
Turn that valve off?
Yeah.
Does it shut off the one axle or shut it all off?
I don't
Not
know.
sure. Okay. All right, just want to make sure. But then I can get that pulled out?
Yeah, that's just a freeze plug. You can get that popped out of there.
Put that one in.
And then put that in
That
there.
one's messed up, that's why.
It's tore up. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
On the other ones,
Those ones I can find similar.
maybe a tube
Okay.
that goes inside. But everything will be together
All right.
for that specific kit. Okay.
Now the plug for it. Cool. I appreciate you, Tracy. Thanks for coming out so quick, man.
All right. You're gonna pay with? How are you gonna pay?
Business credit card? That's cool. Yeah. Depending on if the cash is better, if the ATM will give you enough, I can do that for you.
Well, it'll be 1050 cash, or it'll be 11 something with a card because I got a bucket
I
for
don't
it.
think I'd let me grab 1050 out of the ATM. Maybe it was a Wells Fargo, maybe, but not theirs. She's pretty though, guys. Thank you, Tracy.
You don't know if he wants to come. And he's taking welding in school and stuff. It's like, you may not get another opportunity like this.
Kid. With a kit like this that runs and drives and everything's mobile. How much work are you getting? Like every day you got someone calling?
I got work every day. It isn't always this.
Yeah, just other
I
welding.
Do, I do welding, machining. I do a lot of different stuff. So
You got a lathe on the truck. That's awesome. I appreciate this. Thanks for coming out. And
glad we were able to get it.
yeah, thank you so much. I'm gonna get it packed on and get on the road. Appreciate you. Yeah.
When you got it underneath it, it's like
Welding. Like it pushed it because the brake shoe at the top was coming down. The bottoms are staying on, so they must be slanting as the bearings are going. So it's all fixed. Thanks a lot, Tracy. Take care, buddy. Awesome guy, guys. Tracy is the man, guys. Let's get this thing going. Put this hub back on. You just rub some grease on there and then smack it in, huh? There you go. Okay, so hopefully that's my last time in the store. I got each one of my little friend techs down here and the manager, Tim, a drink as a parting gift. Looking good. Well, he got the bearing in there and he got the hub on, but he doesn't think the seal's going back far enough, so he hasn't done many of these, but he's working his best on it, but he got a road call. So there should be a little Love's truck sitting right there, but he got a road call, so I have to wait for him to get back because I'm not allowed in the shop. There's another manager on duty who said, hey, you can't be in here. So, all right, man. But yeah, he thinks the seal has to go all the way back to like the ledge of the spindle. I don't think so. It's just for the bearing seats. So when he comes back, I'm gonna tell him, go ahead and if you think that's what it is, then put the bearing on, then put the hub on. You'll see how far it goes back, and then you'll know your clearance. So I'm just waiting. So he had to go to road call. It should be buttoned up and already be going by now, but take what you can get. There's not many people willing to work, so I appreciate him for working.
I'm sorry, my system keeps. There we go. All right, so you're looking at 585. Yes, sir, for a trailer tire. That's the cheapest new tire that we have. Okay, awesome. We only have one service truck right now, and I have 2 road calls going on.
Well, you heard it there, and the phone keeps ringing off the hook. There's like 3 other calls. One person's out of fuel. They said it'd be 5 hours before they could get to him. And it looks like it's another service call, and a new tire for your trailer is $585. Whoa. Trucking is rough these days, but they won't let me work on my own truck, and that's the only guy that can do anything, so I'm kind of in limbo, just hanging out of Love's. So,
My issues, I won't have another mechanic until Monday. It's supposed to be the guy that's supposed to be here today.
he did not come back to Monday, but his kid got sick, right?
I'm not even sure.
That's what Tim said. All right, so just wait for him to get back, and hopefully I can relay that information to him, because he thinks it needs to go back further than it needs to. So he pulled it back off, but it was fine. All right, but then he's gonna come back after that first one and do the second one later.
Yeah, I have someone else doing the second one.
Okay.
In fact,
That's what Tim told me, is when he'll be doing his first roll call, and then he'll just
Come
stay
back to
here
me.
and
That's what
work
he said
on
when he
it.
left. Yeah, cool. All right, man. No, I'm not in a rush, but I kind of am. You know, want to get out. You know. Thanks, man. Okay. If you saw the live feed we just did, we've been waiting for him to come back. He unfortunately had an EFS payment that he had to wait to go through, and we just talked to our buddy right here who's taking off the International. Helped him out with his understanding what cooling is and what AC is. Later on, buddy. So now that Kendrick is back, oh man, hopefully we can get this done. And check out that live feed if you want to know kind of why we're still here, what we were waiting on. Just lack of workforce right now, guys. It's sad to say it, but I'm not allowed in the shop now. So check out the live feed and let's get this fixed. Yeah, so how much further on those brakes? See it? They're right on it. That's how far we need to be, but the top. See the top is off center?
Yeah. You see, it still got to be adjusted.
Little,
too.
yeah, still gotta adjust the brakes, but they're right on it. On the bottom, at least, but not the top.
Right.
But so I think we're bottomed on the hub. I don't know. You gotta put air to the brakes and adjust them.
Nah, you can just manually adjust.
Do slack adjuster. But that seems like that's where it's supposed to be, because I looked at a video when we took it off, and where the nut is right now is where it was. It didn't have much thread showing through. I'll show you the picture. Brakes are flush, you're good. Is that what your dude said? Yeah? Just to get him to bow out. I got 2 more for you guys. It was a good deal. Okay, farewell, old Speedco. It's time to get home. Thank you for everything, Tim, Kendrick. You guys were awesome, man, and finally got that hub squared away. It was right where it needed to be. Kendrick was just second guessing himself, but he learned something new today, so that's it. Put the drum on, and he thought the same thing when I said that. He's like, yeah, that makes sense. Let's put it on and see how far it is from the back of the pads, or the back of the shoes. So, all right, let's get rolling, guys. Glad to be out of here. Back on 95, guys. Man, oh man. Truly appreciate all you guys, Kendrick, Tim, and especially Tracy for coming out and getting that spindle welded on and off as quick as you can. Of course, I'm keeping a sharp eye on my mirrors right now, just checking everything out. And man, it was a life experience. That's part of trucking though. That's a little bit, but at least we still got our trailer. We're gonna get all of our hubs redone on the June 8th. We'll turn the truck in probably on the 7th. And of course, when I get home, I'm gonna pull all those caps off. I wish I could have had them do it there, but they were just happy to get me out of there. I didn't want to ask them to do any more work, you know. I'm sure it would have made more sense to do it, but I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna stay on this for about 10 miles. The next exit, I'm gonna get off and check every hub with my hand, just see how we're doing. And just go over everything right now. But we did a little run around the parking lot, kind of checked it out, made sure it was all good. But there is no smoke coming off that back left axle, and that makes me very happy. We should get some better miles per gallon also, because we're not dragging a bad half of an axle. And that was one thing I noticed is that my miles per gallon weren't as good as I thought they would be for 6,000 pounds going to Florida. And that was probably part of it, was that my wheel was not spinning very freely at all. Opposite of that. To the point where it wanted to burn up on the 95. So let's get to this next exit. Let's go over everything and just check it out. It's been about 10 miles and here's a rest area. So we're gonna stop in here and just kind of check it over. Empty truck stop or rest area. Take UBS's spot. Take the spot next to him because it's probably a little bit shaded from this trailer. Let's go check these hubs. Only used our brakes a little bit, but let's see if they sat right and all that good stuff. You might as well check them all, right? As Tracy said, about 120 degrees will be your, yeah, she feels just fine. This one's nice and cool. That one's the coolest of all. Okay, I like it. Can't really touch the hubs up here, but you can pull your caps off. Oh goodness, we're back in business. The weigh station is open. Speed limit, so we're going to shoot down to 40. It says 35. Okay. Just keeping the arrow to the left. Roll through at 35. Somebody's over there with like a service call, but nobody's see anybody working at the actual. There's one trooper there. Nobody else. There we go. 94 degrees outside. The hub is doing good. Keep my eye on that thing. And the truck feels good, so I want to trust it a little bit more. I want to just get it all done. Back in Greenville, go back to my spring and axle alignment place and just have them repack all of them, make it feel good about it. Got a Nissan Frontier next to me. All right, let me in. Want to get in front of the Nefco truck. Get back home. I'll have to deliver this tomorrow. Convoy just texted me again. They texted me earlier and I sent them a picture. Said, hey, we're short on mechanics. I should have been out here yesterday. Well, no, I said, waiting on the spindle repair guy plus a shorter mechanic, so I should have been out here today, but earlier, but I'm still waiting. So they said, no worries, thanks for the update. And we'll deliver tomorrow. I don't think I've ever been happier to see the 26 interchange. It just means I'm that much closer to home. So if we go right here to the east, that is Charleston. If you go to the west, or kind of northwest, that is Greenville, Charlotte, Columbia. We'll drop down to 8th gear. They got a pretty massive pothole back there. Or not pothole, just like a big dip. It knocks the heck out of your truck, but tax dollars need to get distributed. But at least this off-ramp right here used to be really bad. So at least this got done. Now they just gotta get the runway up into it. This is short merge right here to get some speed. So let's go back to A. Turn on the boost. Oh, we got a wide open lane. Their next truck is about half mile back. Okay. Let's boogie. Stopped here at exit 159 just to check the hubs again. Make sure none of them are super hot. But I saw this poor guy. This Amazon trailer. I don't know how that happened. How did one side collapse? But the other side's up. I don't know. It's weird. It's like it's shifted or something. But it's a sealed Amazon trailer. Just having a bad day. Yikes. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna get a refresh and then check these hubs on the way out and keep rolling. Okay, so Mike just showed up and he said, hey man, what's going on? I'm like, actually I got a bunch of stuff going on. So he checked the hub with me. It's warmer than the rest of them. It's definitely, we think it's too tight. So he did wail on it at the place and maybe that set the bearings way in there. He did back it off, but we're gonna get them all redone. So I appreciate Love's getting me home, but we need it redone. Check out his W9 right here. Yeah, buddy, I should have some polish like you, man. Those are nice. Did you buy the steps aftermarket?
Yeah, they're 12 gauge customs.
12 gauge customs, nice. And then 72-inch sleeper, you got it nice inside and all that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's all original.
It's all original?
I bought it from the original old man that bought it brand new.
Nice, dude. That's the way you want it. You just redid your whole AC and everything. Nice, man. Running for the Landstar, he's heading up to Ohio. And nice meeting you today, brother. Take care, man. All right, you too, brother. So we're adding a little bit of Lucas hub oil to that grease just to try and help cool this thing down. I think it's just too tight, like Mike said.
Yeah, they got it pretty tight.
And luckily I have this kind of cap because that's the one they had in stock. I need an actual special cap like this one has that lets the air system work, but the piece that was on front of the spindle, like as Tracy showed you earlier, it got messed up, and so inside the here is also messed up on this side. So I guess it kind of works out for the best because we can put this Lucas in there. And I'll go 20 more miles and stop again. Let her cool off.
You just keep your eyes open.
Yeah, I do not want another fire. What's your what logistics?
Renegade Logistics.
Yeah, if you want to be friends with Mike, check out Renegade Logistics on good old Instagram. All right, guys. Wish us luck, and we'll see Mike out there on the road. Thanks, brother.
No problem.
And look out for that W9. I think it's sweet. I want mine chroming like that. Later, brother. Well, I'm going to check the hub again after we put that Lucas in there, and I just kind of wanted to stop here because why not? I drove past it and I said, hey, let's check out. I'm going to stay pretty far back because he needs to be able to get out. Check out good old Chrome Shop. I've always driven past it, never been inside it. Mid-Eastern. So maybe schedule a time. Maybe they can help me put the visor on since they've probably done a bunch of them. Well, let's go check that hub one more time. See if it took in any more of that Lucas. I just need her to get me home. That's it. Get this load delivered and see what we got. Oh yeah, it's taking the Lucas in there. And it's actually a lot cooler. Okay. Not a lot, but not as hot. That one's nice and cool. How are we doing? Nice and cool. Not cool, but not hot to the touch, you know? Okay, let's go check out this Chrome Shop. Pretty cool place. We got half fenders, gray poly, and they got stainless ones. Not bad. 409. I wonder if that's per single or if it's for both of them. But I like this chrome stuff around the doors and stuff. Maybe I'll get some of that. I don't know. Just stick it on there, huh? If I have it in the truck, I'll eventually put it on. 136 bucks. Is that for two or is that for one? Is that for one? I think that's for one. Man, these W9s are expensive. But yeah, cool place. Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff. They said they used to have an install shop, but they didn't do it anymore. They got bumpers in stock, stacks. Oh, those are nice. Look how big those are. $769. All right, let's get back on the road. But they got plenty of stuff for you. Right here off the 26 coming into Columbia.
48.
There you go.
Gotta add you in the system. What's your first name?
Justin.
Justin.
Nice place and nice people, and that's a nice beat. So we got chrome for our gauges. Why not? Why not support her? She gave me a place about 4 doors down that does install visors, because I was talking to her about it. So I can do it myself. She's like, it's really a 2-man job. You need 2 people. They put up scaffolding. It takes them about 4 hours. I said, okay. I might just come here and do a video and let them do it with me. But let's check this up one more time. Maybe play with some chrome. I'm just trying to buy some time to let it cool down, because it's still pretty hot. And yeah, check them out. They're cool, but they don't do installs anymore, even though it says big. Oh, it's a sign. I thought it was like a banner they could take down, but it's a sign. That's why I probably still have it up. But the place down the street, 4 doors down, does install. So we'll give them a call, but they're closed right now. So let's turn this dash from this to that. I love it. I had one of these missing, so I have an extra spare now. And now I need to get this one, because that is cool. Chromed out now. I can see my reflection in it. Okay, we got these chrome too. All right, they're just plastic covers that slip on them. Like, you can just pull them right off, but it's pretty cool. Makes it a little more cockpitish. All right, I think that hub's cooled down a bit. Let's go. Hardest part of all that was definitely peeling off all the 3M tape. Let's keep going. Coming up on a heck of a dead-on sunset right there. Gorgeous. Been looking at it through the trees for a little bit, but we're on a stretch now where it's right in front of us, and we're on the home stretch, speaking of. So a lesson learned there, guys. I've been in trucking for 4 years, never stepped inside of a semi before that, and learning as I go. Rebuilt a couple motors. I knew a little bit about hubs, trailers I've had for boats and stuff, kind of greasing those. Learned a lot in the last couple days and this week about these trucks. So definitely we'll have an infrared heat gun on them, and we'll be changing them all out and repacking them. They did their best there at Love's. They are really understaffed, and I appreciate them doing what they could. And I really appreciate Tracy giving me a new spindle put on. $1,100 is priceless for getting back on the road. So this load will be pretty much a wash. We got brand new drum and brakes and spindle and hub, but we got to loosen that nut off or get that done right, so we have the right torque on that thing, so it's not burning up like it is right now. It's just getting warm. I can keep my hand on it, so it's not 150, 160 degrees, which Tracy said is no-go, but it definitely needs to have a little adjustment done to it. But we're rolling. We're blessed. We're grateful. Thank you all you guys jumping in the live feed. Thank you for all your comments on everything. I'm going to sign out here and get home, hug my beautiful wife, kiss my beautiful wife and my 3 babies tomorrow morning. Hopefully get some pool or some lake time and just relax a little bit. Get back to work Monday and check out Super Rigs, guys. I'll put it right here on the, let's see, the sunset's away. We'll put it on the right. That's coming up pretty soon in Missouri, so we'll be there for 2 days, and I would love to meet some of you guys, and we're going to be busy doing some footage and working with our Shelbertella who's putting on the event, but I'd love to meet some of you guys if you're around. We'll have a little bit of free time here and there, and yeah, all I can say is God bless you guys, and thank you, Loves, thank you, Tracy, and thank all you guys for watching and coming along the journey with me, and thank the Heavenly Father above for my trailer not being crispy burnt to the ground right now and me filling out insurance papers right now. That's all you can ask for in life, right? All right, on that note, we'll see you on the next one.